Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, one from the Record Industry Association of America, and they recently shared some interesting facts about Eminem's career to celebrate hip-hop at 50, and we'll get to this in a bit. Today we also have more from hip-hop legend KRS1, and while many celebrate hip-hop at 50, KRS put the genre on blast instead. He described modern hip-hop today as disgraceful, and we'll get to this in a bit as it triggered many hip-hop fans on the internet who have since put him on blast. And at the latter part of the video, we'll be focusing on O'Shea Jackson Jr., also known as Ice Cube Jr., who recently revealed his top 5 rappers, and he's pretty much stayed consistent about Eminem, and he also explained what it is like to have a hip-hop legend, Ice Cube, as a father. So to celebrate hip-hop's 50th, RIAA reported this on Twitter, saluting the half-century of hip-hop and the artists who defined it, including Eminem, with 12 RIAA album certifications, including the highest certified hip-hop album to date. The Eminem Show at 12 times platinum. His lyrical mastery continued to shape the genre. Fire emoji. And to give you some context on what Eminem's prime looked like, it adds, in 2002, Eminem released his 4th studio album, The Eminem Show. The album was certified 7 times platinum by the end of 2002 and is now the highest certified hip-hop album at 12 times platinum. Keep that in mind, as a few hours ago, rap fans on Twitter engaged in heated debates about Drake versus Eminem, which I found interesting, as the user that started it all claimed Eminem will never scratch the surface of Drake's dominance in the rap game. And going back to RIAA's report, the Eminem Show was certified 7 times platinum in 2002 in roughly 7 months. Drake's top certified album till date is 6 times platinum. And back on topic, it wouldn't be long before Curtain Call takes the crown from the Eminem Show for most certified hip-hop album of all time, since it has been outpacing the Eminem Show since the last RIAA update. And moving on to the next point today, while hip-hop's 50th is getting celebrated, KRS1 clearly isn't a fan of what it is today. Check this out. KRS1 thinks many of today's rappers are traitors who disregard hip-hop's foundation, and he went in. They ignored us for 50 years. Now the 50th year, we here. Come on, we know the game. That's the difference between real hip-hop and fake-ish. Real hip-hop is free. We ain't with the corporations. We ain't messing with none of that. We built our culture from the center. Now we are building theirs. And he added, there are 2 different mind states, so it is hard to say there's a gap, because a gap implies that there's a separation between one thing. What people call rap or hip-hop today is a disgrace to our culture, an absolute betrayal, disrespect, and a disgrace. And speaking on the gap between the new school and the old school, he continued, that gap you're talking about is not even a gap. It is traitors. It is straight traitors, because if you know what original hip-hop is all about and you choose to do the opposite, you're a traitor. There's no way around that ish. KRS1 believes that rappers who get paid to push out negative stereotypes about Black America are disgraceful, and he continued, we started with breaking, MCing, graffiti art, and DJing, the core 4 elements. This is hip-hop because we wanted peace, love, unity, and having fun. This is why we did what we did. We put in all the movies, DVDs, all the first books, all the first rhymes, everything. Now you come along and say, man, F all that, I just want this money, and these white folks are gonna give me all these money to act like a sellout, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, and F the culture. That's a traitor. And he has split fans with this one, as on one end he's getting blasted. This guy's been hating since the Nelly days. Not saying the music or the culture is great at current, but it is what it is. I bet you one thing though, he won't come out and denounce hip-hop's biggest booty bandit, Africa Bombata. And some believe he's not even qualified to speak on the culture, because he's also a guest. The user expands, this dude is Caribbean and hip-hop is Black America culture. They just participate and appropriate. And when King Crooked asked fans for their thoughts, some agreed. KRS1 been talking like this since the 80s. Everything he predicted became true, so of course he's disappointed. The one thing is that young people often tune out their elders when they become too critical, so hopefully he finds a better way to convey his message. But what are your thoughts? Do you agree or disagree with KRS1? Moving on to the next point today, Ice Cube Jr. recently gave us an interesting perspective on his relationship with Ice Cube when a user asked on Twitter, how does it feel to have a legend as a father to to which he responded, "I didn't realize exactly how impactful he was until I was 18. He took me to work on tour, and in Australia I met a fan who told me about his past life of gangbanging and drug use, and he told me my father's music motivated him to change, and he was now a doctor. I always knew my dad was different, but it was that moment that showed me what he does for others. But at the end of the day, he's still my dad. He's just the best dad in the world." And he also revealed his top 5 GOAT rappers when he was asked, and it goes Ice Cube, Eminem, Andre 3000, Jay-Z, and Lil Wayne. That will be all for today. Share your thoughts below and see you on the next one.